I'm joined now by Congressman Joe Sestak, who's also a former United States Navy Vice Admiral. Let me ask you, first of all, when General McChrystal, who's in charge of all the NATO force in Afghanistan, is talking about needing a possible extra 40,000 troops, how much difference do you think an extra 500 from the British can really make?
I think it does make a difference, and the reason is that the British are going to be focused upon the mentoring and the training of the Afghanis, and 500 matched up in numbers with the Afghanis is probably addressing the long pole in the tent, so to speak, of ensuring that we can not have an open-ended commitment and eventually redeploy. The 40,000 troops that General McChrystal is talking about are going to be focused on a primary mission, and that is gaining trust of the villages. Number two, eradicating approximately 6,000 very radical Taliban. And third, closing the door, so to speak, on the Pakistan border so the Taliban there won't be crossing over as Pakistan slowly but surely becomes a counterinsurgency force based upon the eradication of the safe haven for al-Qaeda, which is really our goal for remaining Afghanistan.
Now, I gather that General McChrystal is meeting President Obama again today. What do you think that the President is going to decide in the end?
I hope that the President does support a measured increase from the General. I believe that you'll see a number between 20 and 25,000, not dissimilar to how Mr. Brown kind of stepped back and said that we will be giving about 500 troops, which I believe was about half of the 1,000 that was probably asked for. I do think the President will take the step towards this measured increase. But here's what I think is most important. He has to provide to the American people, and I believe the coalition, an exit strategy.
Well, absolutely, because people in America are very concerned that this could end up being another Vietnam, aren't they?
They are. Is it dissimilar in Vietnam? Absolutely. There we were fighting a force of 550,000 North Vietnamese and Viet Cong. We have about 20,000 Taliban in Afghanistan. The difference here is that we need to provide benchmarks of success and failure by which we can measure if this increase in troop strength is achieving its goal. And if we cannot provide that to the American people, to the coalition, how can we say that we can measure whether we are achieving any goal? And that's why this is a very critical time. An exit strategy of measuring achievement, along with an increase that I believe is necessary to eventually eradicate the safe haven in Pakistan of al-Qaeda.
Joe Sestak, many thanks indeed for joining us.